over the holiday weekend, San Francisco Giants manager Gabe Kapler made headlines for protesting the national anthem. Kapler making the decision to remain in the dugout following the Uvalde school shooting. The manager saying his position will not change until the direction of our country does. This prompted our next guest to say he's officially boycotting Major League Baseball for not banning Kapler from the league for disrespecting the national anthem. Republican strategist Nick Adams tweeting, "Baseball cannot be America's pastime without 100% respect for the national anthem, period." And Nick Adams joins us now with more. Nick, talk a little bit more about that, if you would, and then later maybe I'll find out if your tickets are available. But I wanted to get your feel for why this. We know that people have different opinions. This is just one guy's opinion. You even had Tony La Russa, the White Sox manager, former St. Louis manager, one of the best managers, best baseball minds in the game, saying he has a right to be concerned about what's going on, but he doesn't like boycotting the national anthem. That's La Russa talking. But he's not going to stop doing his job. Why do you want to stop going to games?
Well, good afternoon, Bob. Happy Memorial Day to you and all the viewers. Look, I love the national anthem. I love the United States of America, and I'm disgusted, quite frankly, at what Gabe Kapler has come out and said, that he's no longer going to honour the national anthem. And I'm really just sick of, and I think I speak for most Americans when I say this, Bob, I'm sick of politics being injected into sports. When I want to watch a game of baseball or a game of basketball or a game of football, I'm there to enjoy the game, I'm there to enjoy the players, I'm there to enjoy the atmosphere, and I don't want to have this political brainwashing shoved down, this woke culture shoved down my throat, whether it's people kneeling for the national anthem, wearing a particular jersey or something to indicate that they are unhappy with something about the United States of America. And what I believe, Bob, is that if you don't like the United States, you're not being forced to stay here. And I think that people that don't appreciate what this country has to offer, because they don't know anything else, they should really go and experience what life is like without America, without the American flag for a couple of weeks, and then come back and let's see if they've got the same position, because I guarantee they won't.
Well, also it puts him in the position of deciding when America reaches his level that he can approve it, which is kind of silly. He's not, he's not king, he's not God. It's up to each of us to make that decision. And I respect what you're saying. I'm just wondering if at least I think he's either staying in the dugout. I wish he'd just stay in the clubhouse if he's going to make something out of this. And I agree, he's probably not appreciating what's going on there. I'm just not sure where this goes. If every time you're going to boycott a sport, and I agree with you also, Nick, I just want to watch him play ball, okay? I don't want to think sports. That's why I go to the game.
Look, Bob, I think the reason that we are where we are now is because, and you're right, it's a very difficult kind of situation to be in. There are really no winners, particularly at the start of all of this. But unless we take a stand and unless we hurt these people in their pocketbooks, unless we make it very clear that we're not going to stand for this, then I think we're going to see more and more and more of this. It won't just be Colin Kaepernick. It won't just be San Francisco teams or teams that have got strong liberal fan bases. It's going to really start to go everywhere, and that's what we cannot allow to happen. And I think it's the duty of every American to stand up.
Yeah, Nick, I've got like 30, 40 seconds. So I understand, maybe you're making a good point. Maybe if more people said, I'm not going to your game, not going to buy your products, not going to buy your merchandise, and until you stop doing this, stop catering to these political perspectives, is that what you hope? Is that more people join with you?
Absolutely. I invite every single American to boycott every sporting code until we see patriotism returned to our sports, because we don't need our sports infected and infested with the poisonous Marxist nonsense that these guys carry on with. Top Gun has been so successful in cinemas because it is the opposite of what we're seeing with the sports, with everything that's going on. Americans are craving a return to that, Bob. That's what a boycott would be about. That's what every American should be doing.
Well, bad timing. I just got tickets this afternoon to go to a game. But
Enjoy.
Not a San Francisco Giants game.
Well, that's something.
Okay, so I'll start there with you, Nick. Maybe I'll join you for the rest later on, because you're right. MLB has to make that decision. Thank you so much, Nick Adams.
Always a pleasure.